Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll pull it on the read. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when... It's up now. It's out to the 43. Now on second down. Looking for room. It's Renfro. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. On the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Red Wolves are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll pitch it. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They go to the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move, and the returner goes down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the move, it's Renfro. On the move at the 30. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. On first down from the 13-yard line. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
The option look. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. They'll try the run. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 1 over Tennessee.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they can't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy...
Running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. He was able to swerve free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode and try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 3rd throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is...
He's got it down the left side. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man, it's Barry. Skips away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, it's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Smashes ahead. He's got 98 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And the Red Wolves are on the move. Right back to the well. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Leaves it with the running back. The Red Wolves have a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll operate out of split backs. On the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
2nd down coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Renfro. Turns it on in midfield. Off he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold up.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the option. Quick toss. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes. Back able to make a cut. 1st down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Oregon 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
A loss of 11 on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Coming after it. It's complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's good. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's good. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Barry. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback moving. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Now on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there on the Sunday. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding their...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
The first down.
After a solid return on the pick. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Might be looking to run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a whole load of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.
welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, and the House Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built Reacher Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Beavers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better. But the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellington. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, and they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Fires toward the target. And he's got it. It's a first down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these. Deciding the future of college football, so yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. First, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 7, He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. He's going to throw deep right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll toss it. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Off the play fake. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. Now the pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Beavers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. On the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. The option look. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Racing down the left side. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. This offense plenty happy. Result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And his first pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Goes to the option. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6, out to the 30.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Oh, look out, there he goes! The 30! He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Beaver! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Rivera. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it. Man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty darn quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Cherry. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
Afterburners coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
35. Ole Miss.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wiggins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On first down, here comes this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to throw on second down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's just part of playing with position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Offense gets set for second down.
27-yard line. Brings up second down.
Wants to throw. It's Cherry. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Got a man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He makes the connection. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Bulls his way forward. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To throw, it's Cherry. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And the Beavers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadic.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls, pass on the way, it's kicked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here for the offense.
In blue, that high.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how it throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pressure coming.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the counter. Just destroying his way through the field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Clear. Jackrabbit.
Touchdown, Beaver! And the route is on.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Fakes his man out. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. From midfield, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A first down for the offense.
Cobra.
He'll ride his man on the option. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Cricket.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Moves. Hey, Cam. Unlock.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Dialing up a second down pass play. A shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season.